Hello, 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 and welcome back. My name is Sir Joust, and today we're going to be talking about Fortnite Battle Royale. Hell yeah. Specifically, the top 3 tips that I have for you guys to improve your game and hopefully get you that win that you all crave. This video is going to cover my personal favorite loot spot, and believe me, it's baller. The importance of building, because I know a lot of you guys don't do that, me as well, and also the bullet spread and just weapon accuracy in general. Okay, I'm going to go into in-depth on all of those, but starting off, I do want to say if you guys are veterans of PUBG, or you still currently play PUBG, everything that you know in that game, throw it out of your mind, right? With the exception of things like positioning and some little nuances, but you can't play the games the same, right? I drew a lot of comparisons when I first started Battle Royale to PUBG, and no, you just don't want to do that, all right? I'll go over why. First off, weapons, okay? The developers said that when they first made the Battle Royale system, every single weapon, with the exception of some shotguns and sniper rifles, were hit scan. Basically, when you pull the trigger, the damage is done. There's no travel time, there's no velocity, there's nothing like that. And they found that people who were good with like pistols could be sniping from across the map, and they're like, this is ridiculous, this shouldn't happen. I totally get that. I'd hate to be killed from, 400 meters with a pistol, that just makes you feel bad, So they went to a projectile style of spray, as well as increasing the spray on nearly all weapons. That basically was there an attempt to balance out the game, make it a little more fair, add a little bit of RNG to the shooting, which I have a lot of issues with personally. I think that's something that they still need to develop, and they have said that they are still working on that and they're tweaking it. With every update, they're tweaking it just a little bit until they get that kind of sweet spot. So, hey, I'm all for that, But keeping that in mind, okay, so I mean, if you guys have all been in this situation where you're like 20 yards away from somebody with an assault rifle and you unload your clip hitting like 2 shots, okay? You don't have crappy aim, right? You're still aiming at them, but the bullets are just spraying, and it's like, where are you going, bullets? What is this? And hey, a quick fix for that is to be tapping, I guess, tapping the fire button on all weapons that aren't, I guess, semi-auto. Having the first, 1, 2, or 3 bullets come out instead of half of your clip, you're increasing your accuracy tenfold, and you're conserving that oh so precious ammo. My tips for the weapons: try to engage at close range as it stands. There's a reason shotguns are so powerful. Everybody's trying to get in that close range, kind of bursty area where they can kill people until you get a little more confident with those weapons. If you're far away and you're safe, you're personally safe, you're backed up to the blue zone or something, yeah, okay, maybe take a couple shots at that guy running in the field, see if you can get him down. Because if you hit them, feels real good, you know what I mean? Next off, we have building, which honestly took me the longest to kind of get down and utilize. But there's 2 different ways to build, and if you guys don't build in the game, you're probably not going to win. You're going to lose more often than not, and that's just because, you're fighting somebody who either is a better shot than you, or they have cover. Like, those are the 2 variables, or you catch them off guard. So if you can do, if you have control over your aim, so you have decent aim, you have shelter, and you catch them by surprise, well, you're going to have a better chance of getting those W's, you know what I mean? Anyway, the 2 different types are offense and defense, okay? Offensive building is when you know where somebody is, and they know where you are, but you're out in the open, okay? Normally, in like PUBG, you'd have to run to cover, like hardcore, or try to flip around and shoot them as fast as you can. Well, in Fortnite, you don't have to do that. Just build a nice quick barrier, okay? Gather yourself, locate them directly, and then you can actually start building towards them, okay? So what the other players are going to do is they're going to either try to shoot down your barriers, which is fine, they're wasting ammo now, or they're going to hold off. They're going to be like, all right, he's going to poke and expose himself, and that's when I'm going to take my shots. So what you just want to do is start building towards them, okay? 1 wall at a time, maybe a staircase at a time, 1 wall at a time, staircase, however you want to do it, or you want to build away, get into cover, get over the side of a mountain so you can escape. Building offensively in that regard is so unbelievably important. It will no doubt save your lives. Secondly, we have defense, okay? So this is really reserved for kind of the late game. Okay, you may be 3 circles in. You go into either the middle or the outskirts, and you build your tower. And that's where you're going to stay until the next circle is available. By building this small, 1x1 square and then having a ramp in the middle, you never have to expose yourself, and you'll be able to see in a 360 direction all the way around you. Oh, that's so nice. You have people coming up on you, either thinking, yeah, there's definitely somebody in there, or they're thinking, hey, that person moved on. Either way, you will be able to surprise them with where you're poking out, when you're shooting, and what you're using. You'll be able to see what they have on them the moment they expose themselves. You always have the advantage if you're in a building. The only exception is if you hear a grenade, you hear a rocket launcher, you hear a grenade launcher, any of that type of stuff, ditch, get out real quick. They just leveled the playing field. That's the whole reason they use that, is to either kill you in your tower or level the playing field. So hey, most people don't have those. I'd always build if I were you. Another way you can use defensive building is if you see somebody out in the middle of like a field on one of the final zones, something like that. It's hot, right? There's people around you. They're going to be shooting at you, but you need ammo or you need meds, or you see a really good weapon that you really want. What you want to do is like preload it. Okay, so press Q, have your wall up, sprint over to the location, and build a quick barrier around yourself. It's like, even if it's just a giant building, no doors, doesn't need to be. You can edit later. Loot in the safety and security of your house, and then hey, you're good to go. Get out of there as soon as possible, because God knows you're about to get blown to smithereens. Lastly, we got the loot tree. Okay, that's what I call it. It's in the Moisty Mire, and oh my God, this thing is unbelievable. I kind of regret telling you guys this, because now I feel like more people are going to go there. But this tree, guaranteed, I've never seen less than one chest under it, and obviously the most I've seen is 3. So I played 3 games back to back, and this is the gameplay I'm showing behind you. I landed here every single time, and I mean, I got three chests once, and then 2 chests 3 times, and then 1 chest once. Okay, so it's insane. If somebody else is there, hey, then you got to pray to RNGesus and make sure you have a good weapon, and they don't kill him. Boom, you still got their chest. But normally you can leave there with at least a little bit of shields, a decent weapon, and then if you go over to the treehouse, which is just, well, like west and north a little bit of the Moisty Mire, like that tree, that specific tree, you can normally find a couple chests there as well. Also, huge benefit, nobody ever lands there. Everybody always goes to the prison, or they go to the treehouse. Nobody ever goes to the random tree, so it's great. I love it. And hey, if you guys find luck there, definitely comment below and be like, oh my God, I have a new favorite spot now. Also, once you leave, the tree, you go to the tree house, and then you can start working your way up towards the prison. You can normally catch people off guard. They think they cleared the prison, that nobody else is coming up. I know I've gotten a couple kills there. Hey, if you're sneaky and crafty, you can too. All right, well, hey, that's actually all of the tips I have today. I definitely want to do another one of these tip videos. They're kind of difficult to make because I don't know what people already know, and I don't want to sound like patronizing. So like, oh, you got to make sure you shoot people, oh, you got to pick up weapons ASAP. Go to busy place. Don't ever go to busy places. I hate how people say that. Like, go to the busiest places to learn how to shoot better. No, you don't. Because then you just pray to RNGesus, you get like a god loadout, and then somebody fucking kills you because the last 3 games that you've landed at this busy place, you've gotten one-tapped by a shotgun. Never go to a busy place if you're bad at the game. Go to like slightly on the outskirts of a busy place. Make sure, or follow one person. Okay, actually, this is kind of stalkerish, but it helps. It improves your game. Follow one person and then try to kill them when you land. Simple enough, right? It guarantees, you get that early game practice as well as you're not screwed out of finishing a game. So that's my suggestion. Take it or leave it. But yeah, like I was saying, that's all the tips I have for this video. That's all the time I got. I am going to be covering some subscriber and Patreon specific stuff right here. So if you just came for the tips, thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. If you guys liked the way I conduct this, normally there's a face cam here. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. I'm going to start streaming, getting more videos out as I kind of like hunker down in my new location. Anyway, now I'm babbling. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. On to the subscribers and the people asking, where the hell you been, Sir Joust? If you guys missed my last live stream, it was like important channel update. I actually won in that stream, so hey, go check it out if you guys want to see a spicy victory. I was moving. So my wife and I are moving to Nebraska from Utah, and I flew down with my daughter a little bit earlier to kind of secure an apartment, as well as kind of get a job here. So we're doing a lot of moving, understandable. And I promised you guys streaming would happen, but I don't know about that. I currently am in my mom's basement, rocking it, and the internet is kind of a potato, just a wee bit. We're seeing about upgrading it, but it would only be for 2 months, so we'll see. Either way, eventually, once we're actually in an apartment, I will have a dedicated area for you guys, this channel, gaming specifically, and it'll be so much better from there. But it's just getting there, okay? So you guys gotta hang in with me. You gotta forgive my lack of posts. I do apologize, I really do. I haven't forgotten you. Oh, also side note, I should have probably put this at the beginning of the video. If you guys are part of the Discord, make sure you guys stay active. I'm gonna be purging people out. I know I have a lot of people that have the entire thing muted, never check in. I mean, hey, you know, I'm gonna kick you. And if for whatever reason you're out of town for a couple weeks, you get kicked, just go in the description. The Discord link is always there. You can rejoin, no hard feelings. You know, it's just, we have a Discord of about 1,000 people, and I think there's only like 20 people who actually talk. So I'm gonna try to do some serious changes to the Discord, actually make it a place of useful information and ways that people can actually team up and play together. But yeah, I guess that's about it. So for the second time, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it, and I thank you guys so much for sticking along and not losing faith, asking me how I've been and where I'm at. I do appreciate that stuff, seriously. I'm here, I promise. Okay, third and last time. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. And hey, until next time, toodaloo.